Hi there, traders. This is Brad Gilbert with a quick market update. All right, now the US dollar, the dollar index is slowly ticking down, and the euro likes the action. Looks like the market's short euro and it's squeezing higher. Dollar Swiss is drifting down, dollar yen, and not much happening there on dollar CAD, right? It wants to go lower, but it's just fighting a losing battle there at the moment. Kiwi just drifting sideways, as is the Aussie. Now, the big story out of the whole market is sterling, right? It's absolutely getting baby sealed. So the if you're looking across the news here, trying to work out what's going on, spirals as investors spread over UK budget guilt sell-off. Now, the new finance minister or ministeress, Rachel Reeves, announced a tax and spend budget that investors would worry would reignite inflation and weigh on growth, right? So, like, not a good budget. It's I tell you what, it's very rare that a budget would come in and have such a big impact. So sterling is under pressure and they're selling the gilts. Otherwise, for the rest of us, the bonds. And if you have a look here just on the global bonds, and this is, you know what, I have a page set up just for this when things do happen. So you can sort of keep track of what is going on. And the yields here going down, right? So the this is well, it's just adjustment, an adjustment that is being made on an announcement from the government, right? So you'd almost call it geopolitical, but this is what's happening. The yields are going down, and that's putting downward pressure on sterling. So, like right at the moment, you look across the board, there's not much happening. But if you come across and have a look at the sterling hourly charts, right, you'll see there's plenty happening at the moment, right? They're all getting pummeled. Euro sterling up, sterling CAD down, and sterling Swiss. So now the general move started during the European session, right, or the end of the New York session. So don't sort of beat yourself up that you've sort of missed anything. So right at the moment, we're at the opposite ends of the spectrum, right? These things are oversold. They're in the middle of nowhere, and you're waiting for opportunities to get into them. So I'm just sort of mentioning it to you so you can keep an eye on sterling because it is an active currency at the moment. Righto, so that's where we are at the moment. There's not really that much coming out in Asia. Now, today we've got the non-farm payrolls, right? Now, the US officials put out an alert, I think it was like 3 days ago, right, that the non-farm payrolls number may be significantly weaker due to the hurricanes, right? They do this occasionally. It's pretty rare, right, that the Bureau of Stats or the government officials would come out and pre-warn the market that you may see an anomaly here. That what that's going to do is diffuse the numbers today, right? If anything, you may be watching the unemployment rate, but they've already said that's largely unchanged. It's just the non-farm payrolls change. So to me, that just takes out the non-farm payrolls altogether. So if you're sitting there all pumped up, ready to go, just think again. To me, I was actually thinking about this the other day. To me, they sort of pre-warned the market of weak numbers. Tell you what would be a surprise if this number came out really strong, regardless of the hurricanes, right? Then that would be a surprise. But don't forget, these guys have already seen the numbers, so I don't think they're trying to trick us. So non-farm payrolls, probably a not event today, and this is going to get interesting right in the US because we are leading up to the US elections. We've got a week to go. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. The market has factored in a Trump, well, at the moment, a bit of a Trump victory. That's why the dollar's so strong. But you would think as we get closer, the polls will probably sort of line up a bit closer and we might see a dollar sell-off. And that could bring, well, euro's already moving higher. This is the mismatch, right? Euro's going up. Aussie and Kiwi are just getting pummeled with a bit of a risk-off profile, the lack of Chinese stimulus and a whole range of other things. And then you got sterling doing its own thing based off a new budget, right? So anyway, like this is a little bit tricky. So just focus on what is moving and where you can sort of really put your cash into a good trading opportunity. At the moment, it looks pretty tricky to me. All right, good luck, guys. All the best. Cheerio.